Welcome to U of A Votes 2011.
As students' union elections approach, the Gateway is here to help you cast an informed vote. So my name is Alex Eldridge.
And I'm Sam Yaklik, and we'll be your moderators for the following discussion. Join us as candidate Raphael Lepage Fortin for Board of Governors representative.
So one of the big things is I do believe that when it comes down to voting and so forth, it's no longer about voting for someone that's going to vote like you, but voting for someone that's going to ask you what you think. And really bringing that towards the students and see what the students think about so forth. And I do believe that student apathy can be changed, and it just takes a bit of initiative. I do believe the SU has been really trying to change this, but it has been to no avail. So I'll be partaking with the SU and trying to promote town halls and so forth. And partaking in them. I'll also be looking into the use of social media like Twitter and so forth, so people know what decisions are being made. And I'm also looking into the opportunity of using a video blog on the SU website, on the new SU website to show students what I think. If this doesn't work also, like I might just take a straight on approach and hit the streets and be like, guys, what do you think about certain materials? Hopefully next year there won't be too many harsh decisions, but there always is every year. And looking at the past couple of years, you do see the votes for tuition increases and so forth. I will be against the vote of tuition increase following the policy that SUS put forth last meeting. So I want people to look at the different options before we actually result to a fallback plan. And I really believe that there is other ways to fund the university than milking students. And that we really have to analyze and reallocate our budget and so forth. So those are the points I'll be working on. And I really hope that through social media, talking to people and promoting advocacy, and I'll be promoting communication awareness and transparency at the same time.
Thinking back to the past year, what are some board decisions that were made that you felt you strongly disagreed with, and why?
Sorry. The tuition fee increase, the general tuition fee increase is one of the things, and a differential fee increase also. Honestly, in the last year, there wasn't too many decisions that were hard taken, except for the tuition one. The tuition one was a really big one. The other one that I really disagreed with was the meal plan for the residents. I find it doesn't really show students options to things that they can choose from because they're diminishing it to 2 options, I believe, and they're also increasing the money that you have to spend on the meal plan. Students are already paying too much for their food in Lister. I really believe that it shows a ridiculous side of what residents look like, and you have to find other ways than just food. As
a Board of Governors representative, you'll be both the representative of students to the Board of Governors. You'll also be a representative and accountability with a fiduciary duty to the university. How do you see those two responsibilities overplaying, especially in years of budget deficits, where the board tries to argue that you may have to raise tuition for the sake of the university?
So one of the things is that with the SU, I think this really talks about tuition in a sense, because you see the past Board of Governors, they have voted in favor of, because they're a trustee of the university and they feel that it was in the best interest of the university. My position stands that the university is it's students. Like the biggest part of the university is constituent of students, and I believe that acting in the best interest of the university is also the students at the same time. Now, if it was in the best interest of the students to increase tuition, and they're getting a rocking deal out of it, it takes 2 SU meetings for this policy to be changed right now. So we can discuss this. Students can come by if the issue is being talked about in the SU council meetings. And if people don't want it, then people will say it. I will listen to them.
So the Board of Governors really usually only meets once a month, with some other committee meetings in between. So how do you see the role of Board of Governors representative in between those meetings?
Okay, so one of the roles I do see myself using or partaking in a lot is going to be promotion of student advocacy. Like, you do see that students don't feel they're a part of governance. So I do feel that you really have to promote advocacy and so forth. I do also plan on having a couple of ideas that I'll ask with the community, community and government relations, and I'll be looking into possibly the representation of students on community hall association or community associations.